Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to Steven's Sausage Roll. Alright, it's been a little while since the last time I recorded, so I could be a little rusty. Let's go down and try this puzzle. The one up there that I did in the last episode, I'm going to let that one sit for a bit, since I wasn't able to make much progress on it last time. Alright, Cold Escarpment. So, let's see. We've got a ladder here. Hmm. Alright, so I'm thinking the vertical sausage is going to be really easy to grill from the other side, at least. And if the horizontal one is sitting... Hmm. Struggling to see exactly how I'm going to get that horizontal one on top. Okay, so I'd have the horizontal one set up so that... when the other sausage is rolled over. Okay, so I see how to do the ending part of this. I have to have both sausages on the right-hand side. And I'm essentially going to stand on that ladder. And I'm going to walk on top of one of them. Roll it, get onto this little platform of 2 down below me. Get onto the other one and roll it over, and then walk off to the left, back to where I am now. That seems to be pretty obviously the way that's intended to be done, and probably the only way to do it. Okay, so then I'm going to need the vertical sausage on the bottom, and the horizontal one on the top. Let's take a look at the rest of this. Seems there's no way to get around this. I would have to climb up here. And then from here, there's no place to go. Hmm. This is water, so I can't go to the right here. I don't think I'm missing anything obvious where I can make some sort of a bridge down on this side. So it seems that this sausage is going to have to be the base. I'm not sure yet whether I want it to be... Hmm. Okay, so I probably want it to be in either the top or the bottom position. Not going to worry about it too much right now. I'll just put it in the top position. And then in order to move it later from the other side, I'm going to need to be... I need to have it there. Alright, so then we've got to get this one... Let's see, I need to be standing on this side of it if I want to make it up the ladder. So we can spear this. Go up the ladder, and then this is the position that we can get rid of it. Okay, so far so good. Ah, I see, and then I need to reverse their order. Let's face this way, come in here, and push that out a bit. Okay, so now I can get around to this side. And like we said, we want to reverse the order. Now, I might get myself into trouble doing this. Okay, so to be able to reach this from the other side, I need to do the same thing again. I need to push it one more in. Then we need to grab this thing and take it up top, which means I need to grab it from the left. Okay, and now what I'm probably going to find out is that I've messed this up. Maybe it's not going to be too bad. We'll see. Probably shouldn't make this adjustment in advance, but I believe I need to do that. Just thinking it'll roll off too soon otherwise. Alright, so let's go stand here. Ooh. Now that is very not good. Don't believe there's any way for me to get rid of this thing now that it's on top of me. So let's try something like this instead. I don't think this is going to work, though. I don't think I can reach to turn it around now. I feel like I'm so close to the solution here. Now, the problem with this is that if I push it, now I've lost access to my bridge. Don't believe there's any way to get back. Alright, so let's undo those moves. I think I need to go back to where I pushed it back into the water in the first place. So that would be there. Okay, so if I step backwards, that'll roll it into the water, which will end... Yeah. If I step forward, then I get put here, which is no good, because I have no place to step off. If I do forward again... Oh, okay, so... Maybe there is a way to do this. I'm wondering if I need to climb down on this side and then restack them. Now, obviously, this doesn't do me much good. What about something like this? If I spear this, I can now move it. And I have no place to get rid of it. Same thing is true for the other side. I'll never be able to get rid of it. So that's no good. Alright, maybe I'm missing something obvious. Let's go back to this position. So, if I turn and push this, then I've now got this sausage on top of me. Alright, and the big problem with this is it's sitting on top of both me and my fork. So if there was a way to do this where the move that I make that pushes it out wouldn't line me up with it, then I might have a chance. So let's try over here. I think this is going to give me the same result. Pretty clearly no good. I just need to give it one more push back towards me in this direction. Can't even reach it from here. Alright, so let's try this. What's different about the position I'm in here compared to the position I was in before? Because it didn't get stuck on my head when I did this first move, even though it looks to be largely symmetrical. Yeah, alright, let's start this over. And I'm going to send this down there. Okay, so the deal is that once I climb up, I've got to be ready to push it from the other side, which means I need to push it past the water, otherwise I'll have no way to move it again. And then we decided I need to grab it from the left here, or from the right, rather. Okay, so I think I understand what the difference is now. The difference is here, there's a water space, and then 2 spaces adjacent to... Yeah. 2 spaces adjacent to the 3x3 square up here. Whereas when I go to set this up on the other one, there's only going to be 1 square adjacent. So here I was able to set it up so that I could cross, and then there would also be a square for me to stand that wouldn't be on top of that, or that wouldn't be directly underneath it. So in this case, when I cross over, I have to climb down the ladder on the right, which means I have to access this from underneath. Which means if I want to have any hope of moving this thing, I have to have a place to stand. Okay, so I think I just need to analyze every step of this logically and see where I'm going wrong. So once we're across, I have to be able to move this sausage. And I believe that that logically means it must be pushed down 1 space further than this. Because if I'm standing in the square next to it, I won't be able to rotate and get it any lower. So it needs to be in either that position or in the square to the left of that. And then this one, we just need to get in a position where we can grab it. We gotta do it from this side. I don't think I have a whole lot of choice in how I do this. So one thing I could do is spear this. Let's see, so if I spear it from this side, then the only place for me to get rid of it again would be right here. Aha. Oh, that's cute. Alright, so that's it. I want to go take a look at that again. Wow, that's tough to see. Okay, so the problem is I can't push that out from underneath it without it getting stuck on my head. So to get it so that the top sausage is one space closer, I have to spear it and then use this little ledge to move it on top of me and then unspear it there. Wow. That was tough. Alright, well now I know, I guess one more thing about what sorts of things to look for here. Alright, let's see if this just all magically works out. I'm gonna have to find a place to stand. Feel like I'm getting caught up here. Alright, I think this might all just work. Oh, not quite. Okay, so the problem here is when I roll this, that one doesn't quite end up as far as it needs to be. So I need to have this whole thing set up one further down. So basically, I need to have everything as it is right now except moved one square to the left. And just to verify, what happens if I do this? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I have to do that little move, get it moved one down, and then push it back into position, and now I can do this. And now we can push it there, and now we can start to rotate it. And then, now here I have to do this clever move, so I have to be up here. And then I have to move to the right, which will cause the sausage underneath me to roll to the left. Now we can walk off. We walk onto here, and then we move backward, cause it to roll forward. And now we're finally done. Wow, there were like 3 or 4 really cool things that happened in that puzzle. I really like this game. Well, with that under our belt, let's go take another look at this. Maybe I'll be able to use some of the things that I learned there to figure out how this one works. So I think starting from the end of the puzzle helped me a lot in that last one. So we've talked about this one before. If we just go try to get... Trying to remember, how do I even get a single sausage by itself just to play with for a bit? Probably something like this. Okay, and then... that is not what I meant to do, but it's fine. I can get rid of it over here. Okay, so if I have one of these, I think what I do is I push it down here. And then we roll it over that way. Oh, right. Yeah, I've actually forgotten almost everything that I knew about this one, I think. What goes wrong if I just try to get into position the normal way? Nothing, apparently. Right, and so then those would all just work. Okay, so if I can get all of these separate, then I'd be fine. And then I believe what I had figured out was that in the process of getting these all separated, I had found a way where I get two of them in that horizontal position and another one is... sorry, two of them in the vertical orientation that they're currently in, and then one of them was horizontal. So just taking a look at what would be possible. It looks as though that would be impossible to solve. Because as soon as I pushed it onto one of these two, its right-hand side would be grilled, and then there'd be no position I could put it in. Alright, so it looks like that's not possible. I think I need to find a way to separate all three and have them all be horizontal. Alright, how had I done this before where I... I'm at a little bit of a loss here. Okay, one thing I can do is grab the whole stack over here. And then I can do stuff like that to get them off by one. I can also do that without grabbing the stack by doing something like this. So let's just see what happens if I do this. Okay, and the problem with this is if I turn, I instantly lose it. Okay, so if I follow the same, I guess I can't even do the same method here. Alright, let's take a look at this thing where I stand underneath it. Okay, that's bad because that puts me facing it. Puts me perfectly in line with it, I should say. If I do something like that, that's obviously no good. So if I do this, then I end up with it on top of my fork. And I can get it on top of my head by walking into that. That allows me to rotate it. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. What is going on here? Trying to figure out the rules for when it rotates. Oh, there we are. Oh. I might have made a slight mistake. Okay, so I can push it off, but then I need to get rid of it. And the problem is I have no way to get rid of it without... Wait, yes I do. Aha. Okay, I did not expect to be solving 2 puzzles in this episode after seeing how hard the last one was. Alright, so this should be a simple matter now of just running through the motions with these. I should probably spend some more time thinking about exactly how it was that I did this. I'm sure I used a couple of tricks there. And I think I'm going to need to... I think I should get this as far as I can get it before I bring the next one in, just so it's not in the way. Seems like I could run into trouble doing it the other way. Alright, well, that's 2 more puzzles down. Let's just take a quick look around. I am going to end this episode here, but it's like we got 1 puzzle there, maybe 2 or 3 more up to the northwest. I think I did everything down here. Yeah, that seems to be it for this lower area. So probably 3 or 4 puzzles altogether left. Although it looks like I did everything over here too. There's 1 up there. So somewhere between 2 and 4 puzzles. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.